Alright guys, I'm here with a bit of information for Dragon Ball Legends. So the 12th Dragon Ball Legends video and stuff has just ended, and with that, we now know a lot more information concerning the 1000 day celebration, as well as things are more than likely going to surround that event. So very first thing is champion bonus will be coming back. For those who don't know what that is, it's that event where you fight Hercule and get up to, I believe, 500 crystals within a period of time. I think it's usually like 10 days or so, because you get like 50 crystals every day or something along those lines. But this time it's going to be up to 1,000 crystals, which is nice. So I don't know if it's still gonna be 50 crystals and it's gonna last for like 20 days, or if it's gonna be 100 crystals and it still lasts for 10 days for you to get up to 1,000 crystals. But all in all, the event will give you double the amount of crystals this time around. So I highly recommend doing it because 1, it's free crystals, and 2, it's 1,000, which gets you a free multi. So definitely take that into consideration because that's entirely worth it. Also, we are getting changes to Ultra Space Time Rush. We did know that this was going to be happening as well because they were, I think, mentioning it in the news or whatever, but Ultra Space Time Rush will be changing as well. So in that event, it'll be more so focused, or at least this time around, towards Zenkai units and trying to awaken them. Toshi also mentioned that we should have the units concerning this Ultra Space Time Rush, which I'm assuming is, you know, like for example, Goku, Broly, I think the Green Broly as well. You know, all the units that they gave us for free practically for story mode that we can Zenkai awaken immediately are going to be some of the ones that we can use for that event to try to, I don't know, either to boost them or to help boost other units as well. But the traditional Ultra Space Time Rush that we know as of right now will no longer be a thing. And if I'm not mistaken, based on what the news said, I believe February 28th is the last day Ultra Space Time Rush will be in the traditional way that we know it as before it finally changes. So if you have those tickets, this would be the moment to utilize all of them, because after the 28th, you will no longer be able to use those tickets ever again. So use those tickets and get ready for the new Ultra Space Time Rush. He also said that the rewards will be changing as well. So I don't think the crystals will be a part of it anymore, but he also said that the crystals are going to be going towards other events. So it's not like the crystals are gone. They're just moving to a different place. That's not Ultra Space Time Rush, which personally speaking, I really don't mind, because honestly speaking, Ultra Space Time Rush is tedious. And to do all that just to get 100 crystals per rush is just not, I don't know. But all in all though, the crystals will still be here, just in a different event. And of course, Ultra Space Time Rush will be getting a revamp, focusing more so on Zenkai Awakening units. But I would say the most important news that we got was information on the brand new game mode. And the brand new game mode is called the Tournament of Power. So remember, they said that this mode is going to be completely different from any game mode in Dragon Ball Legends currently, and they were not wrong. It is a PvE event, but the way how Toshi was describing it, it's kind of like pseudo PvP-esque. But again, just note that it is PvE. You're fighting AIs, you're not fighting actual people, you cannot fight actual people. It's only against the bots. But we're gonna just read what all these things say, so hopefully we can try to like understand what it means fully. So very first screen says Tournament of Power gameplay flow. Form a dedicated team, select spaces to move to on screen or on the map screen. Check the layout bonus before battle, place characters based on each layout bonus, and then start the battle. So pretty much what they're saying is you form a team, specifically a team of 6, right? But on your, I guess, like team building like screen, you have an entire field of 9. So you can place 6 of your units anywhere within those 9 spaces to form your team. And if I'm not mistaken, some placements actually will make certain things happen, such as boost units and all this stuff, which we'll get into later. But from there, you move to the map, and you can move along the map to hopefully make it all the way to the boss. And then obviously you start the battle. So let's move on to the next screen, because that gives us a bit more details. So again, you play 6 characters within that grid. Characters have special abilities in the Tournament of Power mode. Some abilities activate on certain squares, completely different from regular battles. Certain characters are set as boost characters that can buff your party. Boost characters will be set each season based on usage rates, so make sure to train up a variety of characters, which I think is nice. I think in this mode, it could finally, honestly, it could finally give usage to hero units, because remember that in the early days of Dragon Ball Legends, hero units, you can use them as much as you want, right? Like sparking units were there, but they were like very few of them. But now we have so many sparking units, we have so many extreme units, and there's only like a handful of hero units that are even remotely viable. So with this mode and it not necessarily being specifically tailored towards sparking units, this can finally give hero units viability in some way, shape, or form. It may not be for PvP, it may not even be for like, you know, events or story mode, but for the Tournament of Power, this might finally be their time to shine, which I think is a good thing, so that way I can actually use all the hero units instead of just having them sitting there collecting dust, because that's really all they do. Anyway, moving on, it says select which squares to move on the map screen. I'm sorry, I just woke up, I'm tired. Battle your way into the end. Battles will occur when you stop on battle spaces. You can restore health on event spaces, so pick your route carefully when you travel through the map. If you lose a battle, you will be sent back to spaces, but the event for the space you land on will not activate. However, your health will still be restored, so stay strong and keep making your way towards the boss. So pretty much, if you take an L, it's not game over, right? Which I think is good. I hope that they actually have like a difficulty system in the future where it's just like, if you want to try to like fight straight through it, like a straight up gauntlet, and then if you take an L, that's it, for like that extra bit of challenge, I think that'd be cool. But for now, them having it like this is fine. You know, it's still a brand new game mode. They want to make sure it's accessible to everybody, not too strenuous. So I completely understand. But yeah, if you take an L, you move back 2 spaces, the space you land on doesn't activate. So for example, if you land on an event space, or if you see on this screen, right? Let's say that if you move over to the right one and you lose that battle, then you end up getting knocked back 2 spaces. You'll end up, or let's say, if you guys see like that health space, let's just move that to the right and we'll move Gotenks down 1 space, right? Let's say you're fighting Gotenks and you lose, you move back 2 spaces, right? You'll land on that health space, but that space doesn't necessarily activate, right? You'll still recover health, but that space that's supposed to recover your health, it won't activate. Or if you land on one of the yellow spaces, whatever that is supposed to be, it won't activate, and so on and so forth. So yeah, it's not game over if you lose, which is nice, but if you land on a particular space, it's not going to do you good if you know, just lose and land on it. It's not going to work. So it's very important that you choose your route carefully. Like, you don't want to go to a route that you know you're potentially going to get bodied in, unless maybe like that route like gives out like a good reward, or it's just overall beneficial to go that particular way, or whatever the case may be. Again, only time will tell. Moving on, it says place characters based on the layout bonus. Check the layout bonus for each battle space before fighting. Pick characters based on the layout bonus for each battle space is the key to success. So yeah. Like, I think that these are like the bonuses that they were talking about concerning where you place your characters will determine what bonuses you get. For example, if you put, well, they really just shoot shallot, so explaining it would be difficult, but let's just do the layout bonus picture that they have in the middle. If you set them up like that, those would be the bonuses you receive if any of your characters are in that slot. So, oh, they even show an example of it on the right. So you can see, like, for example, at the bottom middle, Charlotte gets a health restoration buff, right? Or on, let's see, in this case, it's it's also the bottom right as well. Or in like the middle left, that Goku ends up getting, I guess, the upgrade special move perk. So, and none of them end up getting the plus 29.9% to base damage inflicted. So again, that is kind of like what you got to try to strategize, because you only have 6 characters that you can use. So you need to make sure that you fill up those spaces properly before going into battle. And then we get I guess, a glimpse of how it functions in battle. So it says, battles start when you stop on a battle space, which is self-explanatory. Battles take place via an automatic turn-based system. There are bonus effects based on the characters you place for each stage. So creating a party based on positioning and abilities is crucial for victory. So yes, this game mode is completely autonomous. You will not be controlling your characters at all. It is all AI based. But what you do control, I'm assuming, is how you proceed to attack in terms of, actually, I'm really not sure myself. Like, you choose the characters that go into battle, which is obvious. And I'm assuming you pick their positions, which will determine your, like when you get to attack. I'm still trying to understand that myself, honestly. But even so, though, it does seem interesting, though. Again, very different from what we're used to. I'm assuming that when we can actually see it in action, everything will be a bit more clear. But I do like what they're doing with this, though. Completely different from PvP, completely different from co-op, completely different from PvE, something brand new. And of course, if the gameplay itself is enjoyable, I can see this being a solid game mode inclusion. But again, only time will tell. More than likely around the 1,000-day celebration, we'll actually get this Tournament of Power game mode. And of course, we get a unit. We get the announcement of a unit. Although I'm actually surprised we got this version of the character instead of the older version of him. But we are getting a brand new Broly unit. But it's not Legendary Super Saiyan. It's not Broly from Dragon Ball Super. It's just regular Super Saiyan Broly from Dragon Ball Z Broly Second Coming. Because they're saying Legendary Super Saiyan, but you clearly see Goten in there. So it's definitely Broly from Second Coming. Also, his hair is green and not blue. Anyway, so we're getting a brand new Broly, and apparently he gets attack boosted every time he uses his strike card, which is kind of nice. I mean, just in a general retrospect, makes sense. He has strike cover, which is good, but if I'm not mistaken, he also has some sort of damage cut when he cover changes. So even if he gets his, like, you know, blast darts, ultimate attacks, special moves, he can still mitigate the damage, which is actually pretty good. And his Z ability is the first one ever to boost maximum base health for powerful opponents, which is nice. Like, which is nice. I will completely take that, because I mean, powerful opponent is, well, powerful, but if they can have more health, that would be awesome. Which is probably telling me that this Broly is gonna be like a absolute prominent unit, but only time will tell. But apart from that, that's really all the information we got concerning the 1,000-day celebration. So we're going to be receiving a new champion bonus. We're also going to be getting a revamp to Ultra Space Time Rush. We are going to be getting that brand new Tournament of Power game mode. And of course, we will also be getting the brand new Broly unit. Although I personally would have wished that it was the blue hair Broly, because again, he's clean, but still, we're getting a brand new Broly unit nonetheless. But I do want to know what you guys think about all of this in the comment section below. But with that being said, I'm Ndukauba, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.